Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Friday Night Smackdown review. I'm starting to do this as a routine, as a tradition, so hopefully I can keep going. And this week in professional wrestling, just this day, Friday, I was over there, enjoying myself. I was watching finally the Thor movie, and I got out and I was wondering, let's see what's happening in Twitter, stratosphere, and all I just see is Vince McMahon retiring. Let's get over with this topic. Vince McMahon retires and we get an opening in Smackdown with Stephanie McMahon coming out and saying that my father has finally retired from his in-position work in WWE, and never forget his name, live, laugh, love, or something like that. That WWE slogan they do. And we get a big old thank you Vince chant, and Stephanie McMahon also incites another one because she wanted, of course, to do her promo, so she made a thank you Vince chant. This whole thing is kind of weird because it's Vince McMahon. You never expect Vince McMahon of all people to leave. We all thought he was gonna stop being a part of the WWE only because he died or because of something tragic that's happened, and apparently a lot of these allegations is the tragedy that Vince McMahon had to face. So yeah, Vince McMahon is now retired and he's gone to the WWE. I feel like he's not 100% gone. He is gonna put inputs and say, hey, you need to do this better, you gotta do this, yeah, ruthless aggression, yeah, all this type of stuff. He's not 100% gone to the company. He is gonna tell Stephanie or Tony, not Tony, wrong Khan, Nick Khan to do this, and Triple H to do this, and Bruce Pritchard and all these guys in the WWE to do these sort of things. So Vince McMahon isn't fully gone, but I guess in position and in for the public viewage and the stock markets and everything, Vince McMahon has retired. I wonder how that'll affect the stock market. It's probably gonna crash because they're gonna be like, holy shit, Vince McMahon isn't there. What's gonna happen now? But yeah, Vince McMahon is gone. After that promo from Stephanie, we get the Street Profits. They come in and say that they're gonna be ready to beat the Usos ass in SummerSlam. Then Theory comes in and says, well, enough about you guys, it's all about me, and I'm gonna talk about me cashing in the Money in the Bank briefcase at SummerSlam, whether it's Roman Reigns or Brock Lesnar. In comes in the Usos, feeling that they're disrespecting Roman Reigns, that Theory is disrespecting Roman Reigns, so they're gonna come in and beat Theory's ass. But I guess the Usos, whatever, said something, a joke happens, and they start beating each other. Theory joins in with the Usos to beat the Street Profits. But Madcap Moss, I don't like that name. Change his name to Riddick Moss again, please. But Moss finally comes in, helping the Street Profits, evening it out. So we get a 6-man tag for the main event of this show. It's alright, I guess. You need to build up this thing. It feels sad without Roman Reigns. I feel like he's the guy that, carries the show, and without his presence, it feels weird. It doesn't feel as important as it should be. After that, we get a rematch as Shinsuke Nakamura takes on Ludwig Kaiser, aka Marcel Barthel. The match was alright, nothing really special. The interesting part is Walter Gunther comes in and decks Shinsuke Nakamura in the face, and Ludwig Kaiser is able to hit that weird DDT move for the W, so that's interesting. Is Shinsuke Nakamura not gonna face Gunther at SummerSlam, or is he gonna get another match this next week for SmackDown? I don't know. But after that W, Gunther feels disappointed at Ludwig that he has to resort to cheating to get the W, so he gets in and chops him 3 times in the behest of Ludwig. I like that dynamic. I think it's really unique and it's really cool for Gunther to have this because, they're trying to build him up as the next monster. You want him to be ruthless and cold-hearted. So I like that part a lot. Next up, we have Liv Morgan and Ronda Rousey face-to-face in an interview. Ronda Rousey says to Kayla Braxton, get out because it's going to be heated. In comes her talking about how Liv Morgan does deserve the W because she did take advantage of her injured knee. She would have done the same, but now this is different. Now she's rested, and now she's ready to beat Liv Morgan's ass and take the SmackDown Women's Championship. Liv Morgan says, you can try, but I'm going to try my hardest because unlike you, I want to be champion and I want to be doing what I love. Ronda Rousey says, as much as you love doing what you want, you're not the best at it. So this is interesting. I wonder who's going to win this match. I'm feeling Liv Morgan because she's new and she's like the fan favorite. Everybody likes her. When they were introducing them, Ronda Rousey got booed. Only like a couple of guys who probably watched UFC cheered for her. But the kids and the majority of the WWE fans, they hate Ronda Rousey as a baby face. So they should definitely turn her heel in SummerSlam. And if they don't, well, just I guess let her lose through a roll up or something, because if Ronda Rousey Rousey wins and she's still a babyface, oh my lord, the backlash we would get. The backlash would be so tremendous unless, I don't know, Charlotte Flair finally comes back from her, vacation. So hopefully that doesn't happen, because again, just like the, what was it, the Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair feud, Nikki Ash won the Money in the Bank briefcase and she was like third wheeling that whole rivalry the whole time. So hopefully Liv Morgan doesn't third wheel this rivalry, because I think they want to do Charlotte versus Ronda again, because it is a big money match. But again, come on, it's Liv Morgan. She clearly likes being champion and the people like it. So just turn Ronda heel. That'd probably be even better. Have Ronda be heel and have Liv Morgan go for the chase. That's probably the best thing that the WWE can do for this situation that they created with babyface Ronda Rousey, which is the worst possible way, especially because we now know that she doesn't even like wrestling and is just doing it for the money, and because she can hang out with her friends. And honestly, we don't need that. We prefer someone like Liv Morgan, who, yeah, she has friends in the WWE, but she loves doing what she likes. She's been a fan in the past and she likes, entertaining the masses. So come on, WWE, tee up. Now that you don't have Vince anymore, you can't use him as an excuse. So after that, we get Pat McAfee, talking about the Liv Morgan Ronda Rousey feud, and he gets attacked by Baron Corbin, Happy Corbin. He attacks Pat McAfee and, they start squabbling because they have a match at SummerSlam. But Pat McAfee is able to chase down Baron Corbin and they separate Pat McAfee and Baron Corbin. Then Pat McAfee hits a promo, calls Baron Corbin a bum ass, and so we get this feud. Everybody loves Pat McAfee, and Baron Corbin is like the perfect person to be a heel because nobody likes Baron Corbin. So this whole dynamic is perfect for what it is. After that, we get a tag team match as Jinder Mahal and Shanky take on the Viking Raiders with a New Day and commentary. This match is nothing, not really interesting because the Viking Raiders just got the W by, count out, so it wasn't even fun. It seems that they're gonna be cheating to win, I guess, because in NXT and by the way, Xavier Woods mentioned Ring of Honor, New Japan, okay, immediately with Vince McMahon gone, you can say whatever you want now. The TV 14 rating is starting to take effect, even in SmackDown, even though it was supposed to be in Monday Night Raw. But yeah, Viking Raiders were supposed to be dominant, in NXT and Ring of Honor and New Japan, they were like dominant monsters, and in the main roster, they're, they do nothing. Now they're trying to fix them by making them heel cheaters? Are they gonna make them scared, annoying heels like MJF and The Miz? I don't know. I feel like this is gonna be a weird thing with the Viking Raiders. This whole feud is pretty garbage, honestly. The parody was stupid, and what's happening right now, the new and evil Viking Raiders. Oh my god, I hate this. Anyways, after this, Sheamus and company, the Brawling Brutes, do a promo. They talk about how Sheamus isn't afraid of Drew McIntyre, and Drew McIntyre is actually a crazy man because he's over there wielding that sword and he could have killed me. Drew McIntyre comes in and says, Sheamus, I'm gonna be honest with you, you're a bitch. And immediately the TV 14 rating has now been confirmed, not by any source or anything like Fightful Select, Dave Meltzer, or anything of the sheets. Now they're starting to say bitch and all this word just for shock value. Hell yeah. So anyways, Drew McIntyre talks about how Sheamus has been, scared of trying to fight Drew McIntyre, and says this isn't the Sheamus he knew. The Sheamus he knew were in the road 24/7 trying to get by and getting W's. Sheamus, of course, is a WWE champion in his first 9 months in the company, and he should be ashamed of what he has become. Sheamus says, well, fuck you, we're gonna have this special match. I don't know, it's called a Donnie match. It's a shillelagh match. So they're gonna have these big shillelaghs and they're gonna start fighting next week. Adam Pearce has confirmed this. So I guess we're gonna get finally gonna get the grudge match. This whole thing is boring. Drew McIntyre cuts one of the shillelaghs in half. That's pretty much it. So yeah, we have that. After that, the Usos, they're talking about how they don't really want to tag with Theory because he's over there disrespecting the tribal chief, Roman Reigns. But Paul Heyman says, as much as I hate Theory as well because he's being annoying, you have to team up with him, and it is wise to use Theory instead of having him as a nuisance. You could use him to help you win this match. And they were like, well, you're right. They fist bumped Paul Heyman, and Paul Heyman's like, yeah, you do you. After that, we get Raquel Rodriguez versus Sonya Deville. In the beginning, around the beginning portions of the show, Sonya Deville is over there annoying Adam Pearce, saying, all this, with the Vince McMahon stuff is happening because of you, but if I was in charge, it would have been a whole lot better. Adam Pearce is annoyed and says, you're gonna get a match with Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel Rodriguez basically beats her in like 5-6 minutes. It's a glorified squash match and beats her with the Tejana bomb. Alright match, I guess. I wonder what they're gonna do with Sonya Deville now that she's not doing the dual GM thing. Maybe she could GM NXT. Come on. Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose dual GM. It just makes sense to me. She already has experience GMing Raw and SmackDown, co-managing it. Come on. It's wasted potential. Anyways, after that we have Aliyah.
I'm interested.
Versus Lacey Evans. I agree with you, Roman. Lacey Evans comes in, cuts a promo, says that nobody likes her and she's done everything and she still doesn't get respect. F you. She hits the woman's right to Aliyah and that's basically it. I really don't get anything what Lacey Evans is doing. She's way too talented to be doing this whole like Eva Marie shtick where she's like, I'm gonna fight, and then when she goes over there to have that match, you guys don't deserve this, you don't deserve anything. You know, just prolonging the match. And it's says next week we're gonna get that match again. Hopefully it is, and just have Lacey Evans beat Aliyah because honestly this is annoying. After that we get Jeff Jarrett talking about the SummerSlam tag match he's gonna be refereeing, basically hyping it up. After that we get a debuting Maxine Dupree. Apparently she's from NXT UK and NXT. I really don't know who she is. I guess she was over there managing Von Wagner. I really don't watch NXT that much since like I guess Dolph Ziggler, but it's not really my fault. But she says there's gonna be a new beach theme swimsuit edition happening next week on SmackDown, and it's most likely she's not gonna be the one in bikinis. It's gonna be Massey and Mansoor, or whatever you say those names. After that we get the 6-man tag as Theory teams up with the Usos to take on Madcap Moss and the Street Profits. It's a whatever match. It's more of a match to prepare themselves for SummerSlam that's happening. The match ends when Theory hits Moss with the briefcase and it ends with a schmoz. Apparently Theory wanted to leave, but the Usos were like, no, you're staying, and Theory was like, you know what, I'm leaving with any means possible, and just hit, you know, Moss with the briefcase to, you know, end the match in disqualification. After that Brock Lesnar appears, and apparently Brock Lesnar was no-showing the event because he heard that Vince McMahon was not going to be in SmackDown, that he retired, and Brock Lesnar said that if Vince McMahon isn't here, I'm not gonna be here. And of course everybody was like, oh my god, Brock Lesnar isn't, you know, being on SmackDown. Who's he gonna face at SummerSlam? Who's Roman gonna face? Is it gonna be Goldberg, John Cena again? What's gonna happen? And well, Brock Lesnar just swerved everybody because in comes Brock Lesnar and destroys Theory to send a message to Roman Reigns. Of course, Brock Lesnar, he doesn't have to do this. If he wants, he could just stop showing up and nobody could do anything because it's Brock Lesnar. But I don't think Brock Lesnar is gonna do it because, you know, the memes in Twitter because he wants to get paid. That was hilarious. But yeah, Brock Lesnar not showing up, I'm pretty sure he would. He'd definitely show up. I mean, it's only 2 weeks until the pay-per-view. After that, he could, you know, retire and go into the Hall of Fame. But for now, it seems we're gonna get Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. I want to see Roman Reigns again. At least cut a promo. Come on, Roman, I miss you. I never really thought of you. I didn't get mad. I just got mad at your booking when you were a babyface. But yeah, that's about it. See ya.